So we are doing Earth, Texas weather forecast. I'm Mun,
I'm Colin.
I'm Joe.
and yeah.
So here is our aerial map of Texas with Earth at the top left. For October 31st, we have the temperature of Texas being a high of 54 degrees with a dew point of 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 43% humidity, and a relative humidity of 64% with wind directions of 23 miles per hour winds coming from the northeast.
For the weather front for October 31st, we have a cold air mass from the north and a warm air mass from the Gulf of Mexico. The cold air mass has formed a cold front all over Texas, although there is part of it a stationary front because of the warm air mass colliding with the cold air mass. So yeah.
On October 31st, Earth, Texas had a low pressure system rotating counterclockwise, and we're expecting warm weather.
For November 1st, we have a high of today with 78 degrees Fahrenheit with a dew point of 34 degrees, a humidity of 23%, a relative humidity of 42%, with winds coming from the west at 29 miles per hour.
For November 1st for the weather fronts. So the warm air mass and the cold air mass just bypassed each other. The cold air mass is leaving Texas, and it formed a cold front south Texas. The warm air mass actually collided with a new cold air mass from Canada. That formed a stationary front and a little warm front in the north of Texas. The weather should be really cloudy today.
On November 1st, it was a low pressure system rotating counterclockwise, and we're expecting warm weather.
For November 2nd, we have a high today of 77 degrees with a dew point of 32 degrees, a humidity of 21%, a relative humidity of 33%, with winds coming from the west at 24 miles per hour. So it looks like these 3 days have been clear of precipitation.
Okay, for weather front for November 2nd. So the warm air mass and the cold air mass are still in North Texas, although the cold air mass has overtaken the warm air mass in some areas and has formed mostly a cold front with a little stationary front. And there's a new warm air mass from the Gulf of Mexico, but it hasn't done anything and hasn't really affected much. The weather should be partly cloudy today.
On November 2nd, we have a low pressure system, and we are expecting cold weather.
That is all for today. Thank you for tuning in.